All right, here we are. Okay, everybody, good morning. My name is Lisa Dublin, and this is Basement Chronicles Live. It's a special edition. I want to be teaching this morning. We are in going into November and then December, and then it will be 2025, God willing. And so every single year around November, I do a free workshop called Find Your Goals, like to get your goals. And we're going to be offering it again at the end of November. So all of this month, okay, end of October into November, I will be getting you ready for 2025 where your goals are concerned. This is very important. So I want you to listen this morning. I want you to join me here tomorrow at the same time, as well as on Friday, as we begin to delve into how do you go about getting your goals. Even if you don't do the presentation and you don't attend the workshop at the end of November, it will be November 24th. You are still learn so much from these sessions. I love teaching, and so I got my husband is here this morning. It's just like old times. That's where I met him, and he's just like waving and going away, right? But that's where I met him in the media. So this morning we're just like doing our thing again. Welcome wherever you're watching me from. Let me know. Let me just go live on Instagram as well. Let me know that you can hear me, you guys. I have a new mic setup this morning because I'll be teaching and I need to move around. So I need to know that you can hear me. So please tell me something, say hi that I might know that you can hear me. All right. So let me just check it if you don't mind. Let's see if we can hear. Okay, great. It is working. All right. I hear myself on Facebook. Let's get started. Now I know, we're heading end of October. So many things are coming up. There's Halloween in this part of the world. Back in St. Lucia, we are preparing for Journée Creole. And bye, Hill. My husband said goodbye. I'm on my own, you guys. So stay here with me, okay? So hi, Curtis. I'm seeing Curtis on Instagram. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And of course, we're getting ready for the festivities. There's October, then into November, and of course December. All the food, all the things, all of the festivities, the dinners, the stuff, end of year events, and people are planning to pack in a couple pounds and not hold back. And then all of a sudden, January 1 comes upon us. And you're like, what happened? Am I ready for this? The thing is, if you don't begin to plan for your goals even before the old year is out, the new year is going to surprise you. And I always begin letting people know, even from now, start to think about what you want to do in the new year. I have been running this Get Your Goal course. Let me see if I have it here. Did I put it on? No, I didn't, but I'll put it on tomorrow. Okay. I've been running the Get Your Goal 20. I did it in 2020, 2021, 2022. Oh my goodness. And we're going to do it at the end of this year, end of November, November 24th to be exact. I put out all the details, but I want you to stay here with me. I'm kind of teasing you into it and teaching you about goals in a new way. I know. So let's begin. See, I have my whiteboard. I've been wanting to use this for months. For months. Okay. So I go around doing these presentations at schools, for people's staff meetings, ERGs, that kind of thing. Because even if, for example, you are in a workplace, your employees themselves have their personal goals. And the more fulfilled that employee is, personally, is the more that they can give in the workplace. So what you find happening is that people in workplaces, employees are now very concerned about the well-being of their employees. Employers are. And so they bring in people like me to speak to them on that personal level so that there can be some kind of synergy between what you put out in the workplace and absolutely what you feel and accomplish in your personal life. So welcome to Goal Setting 101. When I say this, you know what I always remember? When Viola Davis said, and welcome to How to Get Away with Murder. But that's not what we're doing today. Hey, champs, how you doing? Welcome to my Instagram crew, Facebook, Watch Radio. How are you doing? I missed you guys. So I'm back here today tomorrow, and Friday. So stay with me. If you're watching on LinkedIn, I'll kind of sign in and see the comments. If you say something, I should be able to pull up the comments. So please, by all means, let me know what you're thinking. First question is, have you set your goals for 2025? You guys, it's not too far away, you know? Not too far away. What are your goals where a couple big categories are concerned? And if I may, I'll go through some of the big ones. Faith and finances, faith and fitness, for example. I love to put those two together because when you do, you really do dial into some of those foundational things that make life worth living. So, what are your goals for faith? Are you planning to get closer to God? Are you planning to go back to church? Or, like, what are you planning to do? Okay. I'll tell you more about those goals for me later on. What about fitness goals? Every single person wants to lose weight. A couple of very lucky people will want to put on weight because they just, hey, Lisa, how are you? Happy Wednesday to you. I see you there on Facebook. Welcome. So there's a faith and fitness. There are financial goals. What are your goals where your career are concerned? What are those goals where your career is concerned? What about faith, fitness, finances, your future? What are you planning to do? Might that include travel? Might that include vacation time? What are you planning to do? And you know, another one I always like to plan for, especially for women, leisure time, because we never take it. What are you planning to do for leisure? Are you planning to maybe have a couple more self-care days? Maybe you're planning to go on a trip with your girls, with your besties. All of these things, if we take the time to plan them, we can have more success. If you plan, you are better and likely to succeed. And if you don't plan, then you are preparing to fail. So that's what is happening today. So you guys perhaps know, let me see if I can you guys see this? I probably need to take out the ticker tape. Did you notice my ticker tape that says you are awesome, you are a child of the king? I want you to remember that as you go out today because it's important. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you start by, I'm awesome, I'm a child of the king, I am blessed and highly favored, above only and not beneath, guess what? So that is what you are going to be just exuding all day long. But if you start from I suck, I'm not good, I like everything's going wrong, that's exactly what you're going to attract and what you are going to put out there. So you guys know these goals. This is looking a little blurred. Can you guys see this properly? Instagram, can you see? But we all know about how to start off with a goal. Okay, this came up a couple years ago and it has served its purpose. It works. But I'm going to take you further today and I'm going to literally start from before you get to making a goal smart. What does SMART stand for? It has to be specific. It's not just that I want to lose weight, I want to you lose 10 pounds. That 10, that number, gives my mind something to work towards, as opposed to saying I just want to lose weight, which has nothing to grasp that is specific. Then it has to be measurable. It's the same reason that you can't just say, I want to lose weight. Because how will you know if you don't, if you do or you don't, if you have nothing to measure it against? And of course, the goal needs to be achievable. And what I say, okay, you can't go from not having any money to saving $1 million in 2 weeks' time. And that is egregious. And that is like, unless, you know, you just blow up suddenly or something and you were preparing in the background, because those things do happen. Yes, dreams do come true that way. But for the average person, no. Okay. So it has to be achievable. And the process that I'm going to show you in the weeks ahead, and also in our workshop on the 24th of November. Janine, you says it's not very clear, is it? Yeah, okay, thank you. I will fix that for tomorrow, okay? I think I'll have to ask my husband to adjust the lens. Something is wrong there. I see what you mean. Okay, but just bear with me. We're going to get it right, okay? So if you can listen in, that will be good. All right, let me just put up Lisa's comment there as well. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Your goal also has to be relevant. And what I like about my goal setting process is, before we even get into what is your goal, I take people through a process of, Look at your life, put down all the things that you want to accomplish. And by a matter of elimination, you see what area of your life needs nourishing. Where do you need to put the most emphasis? Truth be told, for most people, it usually is financial or it's usually health. That's it, most of the time. But you do find people who maybe are self realized, they've done a lot in their careers, and now there's a sense of, I don't feel fulfilled. That's another kind of goal that people also can go after. And of course, when you say time bound, that's so important. If your goal is time bound, you literally start counting down from when you said it's supposed to be done. It's almost like I start working backwards from the end towards the end. You know what that does? Let me tell you guys. I love goal setting. Okay, you will know that about me, and I will help you. I do that with all my clients in terms of what is it you want, how can we get you there? What are the obstacles? And how do we track it from week to week until you get to the end that you said you wanted to get to? So the time bound means, for example, so let me give you I'm in the middle of this example. Okay. I love running. I meant to run 1,021 kilometers this year. There's this challenge on the Map My Run app, and I've been doing it for the last couple years. I don't know when last I got to 1,021 kilometers or 1,023. Last year, I got to 801 kilometers because when I got to this point in October, I was literally at 600 kilometers. And I realized, wait a minute, if I had to get to 1,023 with everything that I have going on, I would have to give up days for running. I'm mom, entrepreneur, wife, I'm all the things. I don't have that time. And so I had to measure and adjust. I had to look at the time that I had left to accomplish the goal and decide on which tier I would find myself. When I looked, I realized I could do 800 kilometers. And so, what I did, because I had that goal in mind, it was specific, it was measurable, and it was time bound by December 31st of 2023. I then began to work backwards from those 200 kilometers that I had left and decided I've got 3 or 4 running days a week. How many kilometers do I need to run per week for me to get to the 200 that I was missing? And literally, because I was measuring and evaluating and adjusting, and that's what I'll teach you to do, I was able to get to the 800. You guys, I'm not sure what's happening this year for many other reasons, right? I've had to step back a little bit just to, kind of deal with some mobility things. So let's see. But I'm literally at the same point that I was in October this time last year. I'm literally just about to cross over to 600 kilometers. Let's see what happens. If I can do that same push, do the same process, I might get there. I don't mean to bore you with my running example, except that I want you to make exercise, obviously, a goal. You guys still hearing me okay? Everything good? Tell me, okay? If you're not hearing, let me know, because I have the mic pack this morning. Okay. So let's move on. Are you ready? I want you to start thinking of you. What is happening in 2025? Let's go. Here is my goal setting process. Oh my gosh. Let me not move this too much. Next thing. You see how my handwriting, I haven't done this. I'm going all the way down. Instead of starting with making a goal smart, I want to propose to you that you start with desire. There, I said it. It is the best word that you need to carry you through all of the months until you get to the end of your goal. We miss this step because we think it's not important when it is absolutely the most important step in the goal. And that's what we're going to be speaking about specifically this week, tomorrow, today, tomorrow, and also on Friday. So I hope you join me. I hope you come back here, set your alarm. It's 6 a.m. by me. but it will be it's 8 a.m. EST time and also St. Lucian time. Although, you guys, let's see what happens, because November 3rd, a client just reminded me, November 3rd, the clocks change over. So I'm going to be like 3 hours behind the Caribbean as opposed to two, although it is still pegged Mountain Standard Time to Eastern. So it's still a 2 hour difference. So we'll go with EST just to make it as uniform as possible. Hi, Jade. How are you doing? Hi, Letha. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. Okay, so this is the process for getting to, and I've done a whole course on it, and I will actually be giving people the course in the workshop and giving them the option to come into a community called the Winners Circle that is going to be all about you crushing your goals with other people in small groups. You'll have accountability. You're going to have measurement and evaluation. You are going to get there, because that is what happens when you're not the only one doing something and you have a goal. Maybe you want to write a book in 2025. Come on in. Maybe you want to lose 10 pounds. Come on in. Maybe you want to do something. Come on. My dog is just coming in. I don't know. Maybe you also want to set up a business and you have no motivation. Then when you see other people around you doing it and your desire is deep enough, which I'm going to teach you today, then you will be able to accomplish that goal as well for your betterment and also for other people's. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, let me take this out. Happy Wednesday. You guys tell me if you're hearing me okay, if this is making sense. Talk back to me. That always works, okay? So after we have desire and we sing that in deep, we go deep for desire, then we look at your major motivation. Why do you want to do this? One of the things that I do in both my group coaching programs, Speak with Confidence is group coaching, as well as the Winners Circle, which is starting very soon. You can, and I'll put the details on as we go along. And also in my signature program, How to Get Unstuck. One-on-one, I work with people to help them to get unstuck. It's the mindset, it's the accountability, it's the resources provided, it is strategy, it is coming into a sandbox and being able to see yourself and figure out things for yourself. One of the things I always do is to remind people of motivation. So we had to find your why workshop on, let me watch my time. We had to find your why workshop on Sunday. It was well attended. And, I did the evaluation after, and I was so happy to see that most people said that not only did they come, they got what they came for, but they got more than what they came for. So it tells you that it was very valuable. And even in that session and with my clients as well, I always use this. Motivation is always tied to your values. And when you come to this course, this workshop, free workshop on November 24th, or even staying here with me for the next couple weeks, you are going to learn to choose your most important goals based on your values. Because if I can help you to tie getting up and exercising to a bigger value, for example, I want to be around for my kids, or I want to be around so that I can take care of my mother. I don't want to be sick, so I'm going to do everything in my power. You mightn't want to make exercise a goal.